What I've got up on the screen today for the video is a fleet tracker provided by USNI News. If you really want to follow what the Navy's doing, I would definitely recommend USNI. They pretty much get to the point and they keep all the politics out of it. So they put one of these out every week and it shows different carrier groups and strike groups and where they are and what they're doing. So I've been watching this for the last week and it's been pretty uneventful, but some things happened on today's fleet tracker map that I thought bared looking into. Now the one you're looking at here is actually from the 10th of July, and I've brought up the last 5. They come out every 7 days, so the 10th, 17th, 24th, 31st, and the 7th, just to show you the movements and show you why I thought what has happened today is going to be a turning point. So here we are. You know, we got the Wasp and the Iwo Jima over here, and here's the 15th, and the 31st, and the Reagan was down here, and the Nimitz was over here. You don't see the Carl Vinson anywhere, though. So we're going to move forward a week. Well, we see the Essex over here, the Wasp and the Iwo Jima stay the same, and pretty much everything stays as it was the week before. The 15th moves a little closer. Now here's the 24th. As we can see, the 15th gets a little closer. The Nimitz has gone from the east side of India into the Gulf. The George Bush has gone from the east side of the Mediterranean to the west. And as we can see, we have the Truman, the Wasp, and the Eisenhower over here. The Baton seems to be staying right where they are. Now here's the 31st. As we can see, once again, no change. The Bush has moved out through the Straits and gone up to Great Britain. The Nimitz is now in the Gulf. The Baton's where it was supposed to be. And the 15th MEU seems to get even closer. Now here's the one from today. Notice the change? Ronald Reagan in the last week has moved all the way down here from Australia up here toward Korea. And the Carl Vinson just activated. And so did the Ford. So I think the last month has been pre-positioning assets in certain places. The Baton here at this entry, the Nimitz here, the Bush is here. Everything is right in place. Now, I've never wanted to be one of these guys that came to YouTube and said, on this date, this is for sure going to happen, because that's just silly. I don't care what the event is, but there are a couple of dates coming up that I think are important. And if we were going to hit North Korea, it would be one of these couple of days, my humble opinion, not making any for sure predictions here. But this is what I think is going on. Give the time for the Roosevelt to come over here and join the Reagan. These are public holidays in North Korea. The 15th of August, 8 days from now, is Liberation Day, and then 10 days after that is the Day of Songun. And in case you want to know what that is, it is basically a date that is assigned to their dear leader to honor him and basically let everyone sit and celebrate how wonderful he is, for lack of any better description. I mean, I could read you this from Wiki, but it's just beyond logic. But it's the Reagan and the Vinson are no military force to be trifled with. They are probably the most terrifying military force that's ever walked the globe, or sailed the globe, I should say. They are multiple ships in each one. I think the current administration had sailed these exact 2 ones up there. I think the quote from the president was, "We're sending an armada." Nothing happened then. That might have just been a dry run, and that's my humble opinion on that. The Fitz was actually assigned to the Reagan. The Statham is assigned to the Reagan. They have a lot of Arleigh Burke class destroyers, but the aircraft are the big deal. And this was a photo from that event. They probably are at this point going to go get some payback for the Fitz, and I'm not really sure what their end is going to be with the current configuration of aircraft that they have, but they got a ton of FA-18 Hornets on both of them, and if they're going to take out the launchers or the launch sites, that probably would be the best use of their resources. I don't think you're going to see any bombing runs on Pyongyang or anything like that, but that would probably make the most sense, is just based on what's been said about, especially Pompeo, separating the regime from its ability to deliver one of these weapons. And I think that's what Pompeo probably meant when he said that, is they're going to try to take out the launchers and the launch sites. So it's you can look up Carrier Strike Group 5, that's the Reagan. Carrier Strike Group 1 is the Vinson. And that is what I wanted today's video to be about, because watching these tracks here, I'll go through it one more time. This was the 10th, the 17th, the 24th, the 31st, and now the 7th. And that should give you folks an idea about what's really going on over there. So, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. When I get some more information about what's going on with the Fitzgerald and that investigation, I will definitely bring it to you. But I think things are about to cut loose over there in the next week or two, so keep stocked up on water, keep your head on a swivel, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you.